What do affluent men really look for in a woman? $1 million question, isn't it? Well, you've come to the right place to find the answer. In our quest to unravel this mystery, we have spoken to a diverse range of gentlemen. From CEOs of multinational corporations to successful entrepreneurs, from renowned artists to distinguished scientists, we have left no stone unturned. And let me tell you, the answers we received were as varied as the men themselves. Some preferred brains over beauty, others valued kindness above all else, while for some, confidence was the key. It's a fascinating exploration into what truly attracts the modern affluent man. But don't worry, we're not here to merely present an assortment of opinions. We've dug deep, analyzed the responses, and found some surprising common threads. So, buckle up and get ready to delve into the minds of these affluent men. What we found may surprise you. Intelligence. It's not just about book smarts. Imagine a chessboard. The game is not won by the player with the most pieces, but by the player who can think several moves ahead, anticipate their opponent's strategy, and adapt on the fly. Intelligence in its purest form is this ability to strategize, adapt, and think critically. It's the capacity to learn from experience, solve problems, and use our knowledge to manipulate our environment. Now, let's take this beyond the chessboard. Think of a conversation that sparks, that dances from topic to topic like a hummingbird flitting from flower to flower. It's not about regurgitating facts or spouting off trivia. It's about the ability to engage, to think on one's feet, to challenge, and be challenged. It's about being able to pull from a diverse range of knowledge and experiences to keep the conversation flowing. This is the kind of intelligence that affluent men often look for in a woman. It's not about having a degree from a fancy university or being able to solve complex mathematical equations, although those things certainly don't hurt. It's about being able to hold a stimulating conversation, to bring fresh perspectives and ideas to the table, to challenge and inspire. It's about wit, that quick, sharp, incisive intelligence that can delight and surprise. Wit is the spice that adds flavor to conversation, the sparkle that makes interactions with a woman memorable and engaging. And it's about emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage emotions, both our own and those of others. Emotional intelligence is the key to empathy, to forming deep and meaningful connections with others. It's the kind of intelligence that allows a woman to understand a man, to support him, to be his partner in every sense of the word. So, is it brains over beauty? No, it's not quite that simple. It's about a balance, a combination of intelligence and physical attraction that creates an irresistible allure. Brains over beauty, it's not quite that simple. Scene script confidence, it's more than just a walk and a talk. You see, confidence is more like a secret language, a silent dialogue that speaks louder than words. It's a language of the soul, spoken through the eyes, the stance, the aura. A language that resonates with authenticity, self-assuredness, and comfort within one's own skin. Imagine a woman who walks into a room. Yes, her outfit might catch the eye, but it's her presence that captivates the crowd. She isn't merely just dressed well, she's dressed in self-belief. She wears her confidence like an invisible crown, and that makes her utterly irresistible. This is the allure of confidence. In the grand theater of life, confidence is not about pretending to be someone else. It's about being comfortable with who you are. It's about embracing your strengths and acknowledging your weaknesses. It's about standing tall even when you're standing alone. It's about speaking your mind even when your voice shakes. It's about living authentically even when the world asks you to fit into a mold. Confidence is not about outward appearance alone. It's about inner strength. It's about the voice within that tells you, yes, you can. It's about the fire within that burns brighter with every challenge, every setback, every failure. It's about the resilience that makes you rise time and again like a phoenix from the ashes. Confidence is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about the journey, not the destination. It's about constant evolution, constant growth, constant learning. It's about challenging the status quo, pushing boundaries, breaking barriers. It's about daring to dream, daring to believe, daring to achieve. So what is the allure of confidence? It's the allure of a woman who knows her worth, who values her unique journey, who honors her individuality. It's the allure of a woman who isn't afraid to be herself, who isn't afraid to shine, who isn't afraid to soar. It's not just about what you wear, but how you wear it. Authenticity, it's the real deal. It's that intangible yet palpable quality that sets one person apart from the rest. It's about being real, being genuine, and most importantly, being true to oneself. Now imagine meeting someone who is unapologetically herself. She's not pretending to be someone else. She's not trying to fit into a mold or follow the crowd. She is simply herself in all her glory and imperfections. That's authenticity. It's the essence of being real, being genuine, and it's something that affluent men find incredibly attractive in a woman. In our interviews, we heard time and time again the importance of authenticity. One gentleman put it perfectly. I can have a conversation with a woman who's intelligent, confident, and kind, but if she's not authentic, if she's not being true to herself, it just doesn't work. Another man echoed these sentiments, stating, "Authenticity is so attractive because it's so rare. In a world where people are constantly trying to be something they're not, meeting someone who is comfortable in their own skin, who owns their quirks and embraces their uniqueness, it's refreshing." Authenticity is about being genuine, not just in words, but in actions too. It's about being honest, not just with others, but with oneself. It's about owning one's story, one's past, one's mistakes, and one's victories. It's about embracing who you are and not being afraid to show it. Authenticity, my dear listeners, is not about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about accepting oneself, flaws and all, and having the courage to show up as you are, not as what others expect you to be. So ladies, remember this. Authenticity doesn't mean you have to bare your soul to everyone you meet. It means being true to yourself, standing by your values, and not being afraid to express your true feelings. When you are authentic, you shine with a light that is uniquely yours, a light that is irresistibly attractive to others. In the end, it all boils down to this. Authenticity is the key to a man's heart. Kindness, it's more than just a sweet smile. It's an attribute that resonates deeper and is far more captivating. Let's delve into this trait that is often understated, yet holds an immense appeal. Picture this, a woman who genuinely cares about others, who extends her hand in help without a second thought, who empathizes and shows compassion. Isn't that a sight to behold? It's not just about being nice, it's about being kind, not because you have to, but because you want to. That's the charm of kindness. There's a common misconception that kindness is a sign of weakness, but let's debunk that myth right here. Kindness is strength, it's courage. It's the ability to put others before yourself, to understand their pain, to help them through their struggles. It's a quality that requires resilience and inner strength. In the world of affluence, where material possessions are abundant, kindness stands out like a beacon. It's not something that can be bought or sold. It's an intrinsic quality, a treasure that is priceless. And gentlemen, it's a trait that you'll find irresistibly charming in a woman. We've heard from numerous men who echoed the same sentiment. They spoke of how kindness in their partners made them feel valued, respected, and loved. They shared stories of how acts of kindness, both big and small, touched their hearts and made them fall in love all over again. It's the little things, like a comforting word after a tough day, a warm meal prepared with love, or a helping hand when you're down, that truly make a difference. These acts of kindness, they're not grand gestures, but they hold an immeasurable impact. Kindness fosters a sense of peace, of joy, of love. It's a trait that not only attracts but also sustains relationships. It's a trait that makes a woman truly beautiful inside and out. So gentlemen, the next time you're looking for qualities in a woman, remember to look beyond the surface. Look for kindness. Look for compassion. Look for empathy, because kindness truly makes a woman irresistible. Independence. It's not about being alone. Quite the contrary. It's about standing tall and embracing your individuality. It's about being comfortable in your own skin and not being afraid to voice your opinions or pursue your passions. In a world where women are often underestimated, the ability to be self-reliant is a breath of fresh air. It's about not being afraid to chart your own course and not depending on anyone else to validate your worth. We've spoken to numerous affluent men who've shared their insights on this topic. They've told us that they're drawn to women who can stand on their own 2 feet, women who aren't afraid to chase after their dreams and make them a reality. One man we spoke with, a successful entrepreneur, told us about a woman he dated who was building her own business. He was drawn to her tenacity and determination, to her refusal to let any obstacle stand in her way. He admired her independence and how she was unafraid to take risks. He said, She didn't need me to complete her, she was complete on her own, and that was incredibly attractive. Another affluent man, a renowned artist, spoke about a woman he met at a gallery opening. He was captivated by her independence. She had a vibrant career of her own, a distinct taste in art, and wasn't afraid to disagree with him. He told us, her independence was refreshing. It was like a breath of fresh air. The common theme in these stories is respect. These men respect and admire women who are independent, who can stand on their own. They're attracted to women who have their own lives, their own careers, their own passions. They're drawn to women who don't need a man to complete them, but rather a man to complement them. So, ladies, remember this. Independence is not just about being able to take care of yourself. It's about being able to be yourself, unapologetically and without fear. Because at the end of the day, independence is not just sexy, it's necessary. So, what's the common thread among these affluent men's preferences? It's as if our journey through the labyrinth of affluent men's desires has been weaving an intricate tapestry. Each thread, a unique characteristic, painting a vibrant picture of what these men truly value in a woman: intelligence, confidence, authenticity, kindness, independence. Yet when we step back to admire this woven masterpiece, we see a pattern emerging, a common theme. It's not in the specifics of each attribute, but rather in the essence of them all. It's about being genuine, being true to who you are. It's about embodying these qualities not to impress, but because they are integral parts of your character. So, if you've been meticulously taking notes, aiming for perfection, crumple that paper and toss it aside, because the truth is, there's no checklist, no perfect recipe. It's not about being perfect, it's about being real. So, what does all this mean for the women out there? Let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've explored. We've delved into the qualities that affluent men find attractive: intelligence, confidence, authenticity, kindness, and independence. Now, what does this say about the women who wish to attract such men? First off, the emphasis is not on changing yourself to fit a mold, but rather on highlighting and nurturing these qualities within yourself. Intelligence is not a factor of academic achievement alone. It's about being curious, staying informed, and never stopping in the pursuit of knowledge. It's about having stimulating conversations and bringing fresh perspectives to the table. Confidence, too, is not arrogance or overbearing self-assuredness. It's about knowing your worth and not being afraid to assert it. It's about standing your ground, expressing your opinions, and not being afraid of disagreement or conflict. Authenticity, perhaps one of the most underrated qualities, is about embracing your uniqueness. It's about being true to yourself and not conforming to societal expectations or standards. It's about showing the world who you really are with all your quirks, passions, and idiosyncrasies. Kindness, often misconstrued as a sign of weakness, is actually a testament to strength. It's about showing empathy, understanding, and compassion. It's about treating others with respect, regardless of their status or position. And finally, independence is about being self-reliant and not depending on anyone for your happiness or success. It's about setting your own goals, making your own decisions, and not being afraid to walk alone if the situation demands it. These qualities aren't just attractive to affluent men, but to anyone who values substance over superficiality. So to all the women out there, remember this: the key is not to change yourself, but to embrace these qualities within you. Nurture them, cherish them, be proud of them. Remember, it's not about changing who you are, but embracing it. In the end, what do affluent men really look for in a woman? This question has been the heartbeat of our discussion today. We've explored the different qualities that seem to captivate the hearts and minds of affluent men, and yet it's essential to remember that these qualities go beyond financial status. We started with intelligence, the power that comes from a woman who not only holds her own in a conversation, but also challenges and stimulates mental growth. Confidence followed closely on the heels of intelligence, a trait that exudes an irresistible allure. A confident woman, we discovered, is a force to be reckoned with. We then delved into the magnetism of authenticity, the ability to be true to oneself, to show up in the world without the need for pretense or facade. This is a quality that resonates deeply with affluent men. It's about being real, being genuine, and being unapologetically you. The charm of kindness was our next stop. It's a trait that transcends socioeconomic status, a universal language that speaks to the heart of every human being. Kindness, we learned, is not just about being nice. It's about empathy, understanding, and compassion. Independence was the penultimate quality we explored. The appeal of a woman who can stand on her own 2 feet, who doesn't need a man but chooses to be with one, is incredibly attractive. Independence, we found, is not about isolation, but about self-reliance and strength. And finally, we discussed the common thread that ties all these qualities together. It's not about being perfect or ticking off a checklist. It's about being a well-rounded individual who brings more to the table than just a pretty face or a slim figure. So, if we circle back to our initial question, what do affluent men really look for in a woman? It's clear that the answer is multifaceted. It's not about the money, it's about the person. It's about the intelligence, the confidence, the authenticity, the kindness, and the independence. It's about being a woman of substance,